Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, Daredevil, issue number 23. Really good book that actually got me a little emotional at the end. It must be all the pink I'm wearing. By the way, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I should have been doing this for the past 2 weeks. I didn't. Don't forget to check yourself, possibly get an exam if you're not sure. Maybe even if you are. Anyway, protect your boobies. Boobies are important. Save the boobies. Okay, let's get started. Chip Zdarsky is the writer, Mark Checheco on art, Marcio Menez on color art, VC's Clayton Cowles doing the colors, doing the letters. Clayton Cowles doesn't do colors, does he? Checheco and Matthew Wilson doing the cover art, and Bam 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 Bang, Truth Dare, Part 3. This is a fun ride where we get parts of Daredevil dealing with don't forget the love of his life. One of the many, many, many loves of his life show up in this. But of course, she's forgotten who she is. And this is in the previews, the preview images, so it's not a spoiler. Where the purple children made everybody forget stuff. Well, it made her forget also. And it's sad, but it is what it is. And he, in good old Daredevil fashion, he blames everyone around him. I guess because he blames himself for everything ultimately. And Foggy, let's just be realistic. It's a very toxic relationship. Foggy is essentially the punching bag for Matt Murdock. That's what he is. No matter what, Matt knows that he can punch on him, verbally all day long. And he's pretty much just going to take it. Even if he's just like, you know what, Matt, F you back. He's still going to come back because that's what Foggy is. He's just that poor freaking teddy bear that needs somebody to hug him at night. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame. But if anything is going to make Matt Murdock a villain, it's the way he treats freaking Foggy. You know what I'm saying? It's that one bit of imperfection, that major chip in his moral, chip in his armor, that flaw in his morality. He's a horrible person in that regard. That being said, he's still trying to do what's right. Elektra makes an appearance in here with her hair poofed out, Jersey style. Like back in Elektra Assassin. No complaints there. And Spider-Man is on the front cover, and he does actually make an appearance in this book. Really, it's Zdarsky, so it's almost redundant saying really great the way that he handles Spidey in this book. You get both versions of him, the silly and the serious, and then you get a reason for the serious. I really like this. And towards the end of the book, the conversation between Spidey and Daredevil does two things. One, it started to choke me up a little bit. I was reading this by myself, so, I could have let the tears flow if I wanted to. Didn't have to hold on to my masculinity as I'm wearing a freaking pink bandana, but protect the boobies. Anyway, all things being what they are, I'm just like, bro, this is actually really sad. It wasn't enough for me to start crying, but no, I could have if it went on any longer. The second thing that this moment did between Spidey and Daredevil was it retconned something ever so slightly. There's not a major change in any way, shape, or form. Rather, it's an explanation of something that happened after the Wolverine and Spider-Man book. If you remember that one, Spider-Man, Wolverine, whichever had top billing on it. That's the one where Spidey actually committed a murder. And if you remember, there was an issue where Spider-Man was really super hard judgy on freaking Matt Murdock. And I specifically mentioned this book, this story. I am not going to sit here and tell you that Chip Zdarsky and I don't talk. There's a very slight likelihood that he watched the video and decided to address it, I guess. But honestly, one, I don't give two squirts if he did. Two, it doesn't matter if he did or not. It seems like he always had something like this up his sleeve. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to sit here and try and take credit, is what I'm saying. I'm not one of those goofbags like, oh, see how influential I am? I'm not influential. I'm a freaking guy who reads a couple of comic books, all right? The point is that this retcon, if you will, him actually addressing that this did in fact actually happen and that he was very hypocritical for what he said to Daredevil, made it such, God, it was very emotional. It was solid. It was a bro moment. And honestly, I wonder how much of an effect this had on you guys, because I'm thinking some of this effect might have been stemming from the idea that just a couple days ago, I rewatched Good Will Hunting with my wife. Y'all remember that scene, right? Hey, it's not your fault. Yeah, I know, man. No, it's not your fault. No, I know. Hey, it's not your fault. Don't mess with me, man. Not you. Like, dude, it's like that was a great moment. You can see that scene just in YouTube. I'm positive of it. Otherwise, go back and watch that movie. But make sure you read this comic book first. Let me know, and then read the comic book afterwards. See if you got the similar vibes there. Because, like, there was a moment here where I'm just like, damn, brother, this was hot. This was good. I liked it. Anyway, guys, check out the comic book. I don't think there's going to be anybody who has any real problems with this book. It's a nice, easy read. It's more of a slowing down thing. But at the same time, you also get a confrontation in here, which was necessary. And the reason why I say it was necessary is because it actually gave a good explanation as to why sometimes heroes make threats. Which I think we could all figure it anyway. But it's nice to hear them say it, so it doesn't have to just be headcanon every so often. Anyway, guys, I enjoyed the book. I think you guys will too. Like the video, watch an ad. Talk to you guys later, and check your boobies. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.